Hello, my name is Elijah Bilel, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try.
I'll give it an 8. They actually have a lot to offer, like as far as vegan options, and they're an all vegan Asian restaurant. So
my sandwich was amazing, so 10.
Atmosphere is nice. I don't know if you include parking in this. If you include parking with it, it drops down substantially.
A 10. It was delicious. I loved it.
I'll probably give the price a 9 because I thought at first it was really expensive, but I'm going to give about 3 meals out of this. So.
What's up, Veggie Outers? Elijah here. We're at Nuno's, and we're going to be giving them a review on a scale of 1 to 10 based on the atmosphere, the food, the customer service, and the price. So let's get into it. So David, what did you think of your food on a scale of 1 to 10?
So I got the no fish sandwich. It looked like simple, which is kind of what I wanted to try because I've never tried like the non-fish, like vegan version. I thought it was pretty good. Like the bun was like it was nice and toasted. The sandwich itself, it doesn't feel like actual fish, so it doesn't have the same texture, but it does taste like a fried fish fillet. And everything else on it, the lettuce, the tartar sauce, the pickles, like it was all pretty good. So I was actually impressed. I would say the food, at least the sandwich, I'd say a 9.
Christina, are you vegan?
I am.
All right. And what do you think of your food on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd give it a 10. I'd give it a 10. I like it here. It's really good.
Okay.
Flavors are good, textures are good. Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, well, first off, I had the 5 taco plates. I had al pastor and fajita, and that was one that I don't even remember what it was that I ordered, unfortunately. I would say the most unique one out of the 5 was the hibiscus flower. It was called the barbacoa. That was pretty unique. It came with some bland refried beans or whatever it was. They were very bland. The rice literally tasted like it was old. Some of it was kind of hard to chew. So all of that combined. Oh, I got a chance to taste the queso though. That was pretty fire. That was pretty great. So all that together, I give it a 7.
So what do you think of the food today on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm going to give the food a 10. It was very, very, very good.
All right.
I got the mole enchiladas.
Okay. So Monica, what did you get today?
I got chicken and waffles.
And what would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'll probably give it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
So Mike, what did you get today?
I got the Captain Crunch Wrap, which is crunch wrap with fish and crab.
Okay. And what would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would give it a 9. It was really good. The queso took it to the complete next level. The queso's amazing. The crunch wrap itself is probably a little bit better than Vegan Vibrations crunch wrap, which I love. So probably a little bit better. I'm not giving it a 10 because Casa's still my favorite one.
Okay, Frida. So, what did you get today?
I had the pozole and then I had the prickly pear agua fresca.
Okay. And what would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10?
It was like a 12. It was amazing. It was so good. I like spice, and it had a nice kick to it. It had a great texture. It had jackfruit in the pozole, so that was really good too. So I really liked it. Yeah.
Okay, Veggie Outers. So, what I thought, my experience is a little different because I had a lot of behind-the-scenes planning to do in this case, and it's been interesting to say the least. So, I'm not actually comparing them to other vegan restaurants right now. I'm going to compare them to how they were the first time we went to today. So, their competition is going to be themselves 3 years ago. So, food-wise, I would actually give them a 10. I think their food is even better than before. They have a huge variety in terms of the menu, and not just variety in terms of like different types of food, but also different protein sources. I'm not the biggest fan of soy, but some of their stuff is made from soy, some from Beyond Meat, some from other things. So I feel like you can really customize your meal the way that you want based on what protein source that you want. I really like that. I think more restaurants should adopt that. As far as the atmosphere goes, well, I want to say nothing's changed from last time, but some things have. The lights are no longer on, and sometimes the AC comes on at awkward times, get interrupt conversations sometimes. So I'm gonna give them a 7. I believe that's a little lower than what I gave them last time, because overall it is the same, but there's just some things that are different for the worse. As far as the price goes, I feel like it's on par with most vegan restaurants right now. Inflation is a real thing, so everything has gone up. I don't feel like they've gone up even any more than the industry has, so I'll give them an 8. As far as the customer service, they did a lot to redeem this category in my eyes because I didn't have the best experience planning the meetup. When I initially tried to plan the meetup, we tried to arrange a bigger meetup, but they only took a reservation of 10 people. So there's a lot of Veggie Outers that weren't able to attend the meetup, but they wanted to, but they couldn't because they didn't have enough space. So had this been like normal restaurants, the meetup probably would have been around like 17 people. But because that wasn't the case, it's around like 8 people. And when it comes to actually organizing the reservation, I don't know, it wasn't a smooth experience at all. I think in terms of marketing, I said that they needed a website the first time we came. They didn't have any issues as far as when we got to the restaurant. Our places were reserved, everything was good there, but when I was putting the restaurant on the Veggie Outers Facebook and website, they don't have a website. That's something I kind of knock restaurants for because I feel in 2020, you got to have a website. They still don't have one, and they've kind of switched to a dine-out model, but I don't think it's really that effective. I think they need to pick either to dine in or to be a takeout restaurant because as it stands, not just us, but there's been multiple groups that have come wanted to dine in with them, and they've either been turned away or they're waiting outside or they're sitting outside. Doesn't make for the best experience. So I was initially going to give them like a 3, to be honest. But when we got here, they really attended to us. The server in particular, she remembered us from the first time we came. Big shout out to her. She is very nice, very accommodating. We got some chips and dip. I think that might have been a courtesy to us. So that raises my customer service from like a 3, what it was going to be, to a 6. So I think overall it's okay, but I do think they need to pick one, either be a takeout restaurant or a traditional dine-in restaurant. If they could pick one of those two, I think it'd go a long way. And if they are going to keep this current model, they got to get a website. I'm sorry, but all restaurants have websites as an industry standard. The way it's set up right now, it's just not convenient for customers. But with that being said, that's my review from the Veggie Outers. And how about the atmosphere?
The atmosphere is pretty good. They have like some decorations. I think it definitely feels like we're like, I don't know, very exclusive, I would say, because it doesn't feel like it's a dine-in restaurant. So, but overall, I would say it's pretty good. It's like music's not loud. The lighting is good because like we just have outside lighting, so it's all natural lighting. So yeah, atmosphere, I would just say, I'd say an 8.
Like an 8.5, 8.5-ish. Yeah, I mean,
specific number.
it's nice. Like I like some of the things in here, but based off the fact that you can't probably normally eat in here, you know, it's not really meant for people to sit down in here anymore. It is nice for what is still here.
The atmosphere is pretty nice. It only can accommodate a few people, so everybody can hear everybody talk to each other. The music's not loud. We're not in here sweating. So all that together, I would give it I'll give it a 9.
I'd give the atmosphere probably 7. I mean, like she said, it's not, they don't really have dining indoors unless you have a large group, so they don't really, gear it toward people eating in here.
And how about the atmosphere?
It's okay for if you're coming somewhere casual like a little cafe style. It's okay. I think it'd be a really good breakfast place, but yeah, it's fine. I knew it was going to be like more casual. For like going out evening with friends, probably a 6.
Probably like a 6.5. It's not really an atmosphere. It's not really a place for atmosphere, I don't think. There's only 2 tables too, so we couldn't really like all sit together. But we did the best we could, so it was all right.
Okay, I'm sorry. This will sound rude. I'm going to give it a 5. So here's the thing. All right, you got the 2 tables. The benches are awkward and they're small. There are 6 or 7 people, I lost count, sitting at one of the tables outside, and then you've got like a circle of 7 or 8 people standing outside waiting on their order, and then we're crunched around here. So, and then the AC is really loud. It comes on at weird times, and it's very, very loud and distracting. That bothers me. And then I don't like that I can see like the cleaning materials and different things while I'm eating. That bothers me.
Okay, valid point.
Yeah.
With inflation and gas prices being what they are, it's clear we're headed into a recession. Having a side hustle is more important than ever. That's why you need to check out the king of side hustles, Elijah, over on the Side Hustler Society Show. There, we talk about a variety of ways to get started making money, including voice acting, freelancing, video editing, personal training, making $20 an hour as an Uber Eats driver, and renting property on Airbnb. Info on all this and more can be found at www.hustlerscash.com. That's www.hustlerscash.com.
Okay. And how about the customer service?
Customer service is a tough one. I think I need to take into account, it feels like this is an exclusive event. I think the customer service is really good, but I don't think it's going to be the same for every group. I think a lot of like the stuff that we got was specifically because like this is the Veggie outers, right? So yeah, it's a little bit challenging to grade that into my score, but I would say 7.
Oh, 10. They were very friendly. They asked us, since we were inside, they asked us what our order numbers were, and they wanted to make sure that we got our food, and they plated it, which normally it comes into a bag, and you take it home, or you eat it in a park, or wherever it is you want to eat it. But yeah, I thought they were very friendly, helpful. They recommended all the right things to all of us.
I'll give it an 8. Well, I guess a lot of models are adapting to, as far as like when you order, you know, you got to order online, basically have it brought out to you. So, I mean, that's nothing new. I'm not going to tag them for that. Oh, we got the food really fast. That was amazing. It came really fast. The service that is served was pretty good. The only thing that I would say about customer service is when you order, up top it says that this is a takeout order restaurant, but I think on some of the other medias it still has dine in, and it's not really still set up for a dine-in situation. I guess it used to be. The spacing has been rearranged. Actually, it still could be creatively spaced to still do the dine-in thing, but the current model is just, I don't think it's the most effective, especially for bigger groups. So I don't know. I say either take the dine-in section off, like you have it on the website where you order, where it just says takeout order restaurant. Like, just stick to that. Or if you're gonna do the dine-in, I guess rearrange it to where more people can come in and just let it be free space rather than actually having to reserve it, because you know we're not the only big group that comes here, and then when you come immediately you get told that, hey, I'm sorry, you can't come inside because you know you have to reserve. So yeah, that's my spiel. And what do you think about the customer service?
That was a 10. They were very knowledgeable and very nice.
The lady was very attentive when I got here. I'll say a 7.
That was great. I would give it a 10. She's like constantly knowing like who from our group is coming in and out, and checking the door for other people not in the group, and she can see who hasn't gotten their food yet, or asking people if they've ordered yet. She remembered me from the last time I came in here, and I think she remembered you. So yeah, she's really great.
The customer service is definitely a 10. Very attentive. Like Mike was saying earlier, when I was waiting outside, there were a couple of people where she remembered them, she acknowledged them. She even remembered what the people ordered previously, which I think is really impressive. And she gave me some free guacamole on the side.
And how about the price?
The price, I mean, I think by now, I don't think a lot of stuff is going to be going down, because like almost everywhere I go, whether it's vegan or non-vegan, it's all pretty expensive. So I think that the price is probably, for a sandwich now, it's like, that's the norm now. So I think the sandwich I paid were like $12. To me, that's pretty high, but I seriously doubt that the food is going to be coming back down again. So I mean, for the price, I would say it's okay. I'll give it an 8.
What would you rate the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
It is a tad bit pricey, I guess. You know, for my meal, I had the Nuno's Crunch Wrap and a shake, and that was, and I gave them a tip since they did serve us, but it was a little bit over $30 just for those 2 items. So it is just a little pricey. Maybe give it price-wise. So you said 1 through 10, right? 10 being 10 being the highest, or what?
Yeah, 10 being like, I think that's like really well priced, and 1 being like, what are you doing?
I would give them, I would give them a 7. I think it's probably also because of if I had to think like all the different things that go into it, I don't own a restaurant, but I'm sure maybe trying to order some of the stuff might be a little bit expensive, so I'm gonna give them a 7.
I mean, for what I got, the 5 taco plate, it ran me about 15. It came with some bland beans and rice, but it wasn't the worst. I'll give it an 8.
The price I would give probably a 9. I mean, it's on the, you expect, you know, vegan food to be more expensive, so you know going in you're going to be spending a fair amount of money. But yeah, I mean, I got the margarita and it was only 4, so, and it was very good margarita. So
a little pricey on some of the stuff. I base my choice on price as well as food. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I guess I'll give it a 7 as well.
I actually think the price, I would give it a 9. I didn't think it was that bad. I've been to other places where it's like really expensive and they don't give you a lot of food. And she gave us nachos too, so I felt like I wasn't like feeling hungry after my Crunchwrap because I had that. So the price-wise, it was decent. So yeah, I give it a 9.
And how about that price? What would you rate that?
You know, I think the price was fair because there have been other places, like I ate at this other place where I had some soup the other day and it was half the size or maybe a little bit less for the same price. So this was really enough to be a meal. I wasn't sure if I'd have to order something else to get full, but this was plenty. And I came hungry.
Okay, cool. Stay tuned for our next meetup. And don't forget to go to our website, www.theveggieouters.com. It's Elijah. Catch you next time.